guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna start pulling this engine out. Been procrastinating long enough. Part of me doesn't even want to do it, but we're gonna do it anyways. We got another setup that we're getting ready to put in, and that is here. It's all assembled now, so that one will come out, this one will go in, the other one will go back on the stand. I'll pull apart the front cover and do my maintenance on it and change the timing chain and have it as another reserve spare bullet in the chamber. But today I'm getting at this one. So I'm going to start off with, now that the car's in the air, I'm going to start off with everything at the bottom. I'm going to take off the link for the downpipe, drain the fluid out of the transmission and the rad, take off the crossover pipe, the starter and the intercooler pipes, and disconnect the bolts to the engine mounts. Let's get at it. Yeah, won't do that again. Sometimes you just can't fix stupid, you know? I'm sitting here trying to take the starter out, and as you see, it's still powered up. So I had a nice light show underneath the car. Sparks flying. Boy, you can't fix stupid, man, I'm telling you. Sometimes you just do some dumb stuff, man. Oh, man. I'm gonna disconnect the positive on this. All right. This time without the oops. No more oops. I don't need to see that. It's too early in the morning for that crap. All right, back in a bit. Oh, there you go. Starter's out, crossover is out. I've taken off the bolts off of the flywheel going into the torque converter. That's out. The bell housing bolts around the transmission. That is out. The starter, like I said, is out. This engine here, or any engine that I put in this car, I can have this thing out in like an hour and a half. So everybody always asks me, why do you always keep pulling the engine out of these cars all the time? Because I can. I've made this thing so easy to come out. It's just a bunch of Russell lines and quick disconnects. Like an hour and a half, this thing is on the ground and I'm carrying on about my day. It takes me more time to actually set this up, moving cars out of the garage, putting in the driveway, getting tools out, getting the cherry picker out of the shed in the backyard. It's just, that takes more time than doing this. This is easy. This is quick and easy. Might have got all of 20 minutes on the bottom and everything's done. Intercooler pipe is disconnected. There's 2 oil lines that I have to take off that go to my remote oil filter. And aside from that, that's it underneath the bottom. The rest is just a harness that disconnects on the firewall, my cold air intake, and the fuel lines with this downpipe, and it's ready to come out. Simplicity. But well, it's dark as hell, you can't see nothing up there. But those are the 2 lines. One going up here to the top of the oil adapter, the remote for the remote oiling. That, and the other one that's on the side of the block. And that's it. So let me get at this so I can get this thing out. Be back in a flash. All right, now I'm topside. Like I said, very little that I have to take off up here. The harness disconnects at the back of the firewall, the air intake pipe, the 2 fuel lines, the coolant lines, and the downpipe. That's basically the whole thing right there. Really quick and easy to pull this thing in and out, especially with no heater box on that side, I can get this done very quickly. Very quickly. Let's get at it. Back in a bit. And just like that, she's ready to come out. Ready to come out. Everything seems to be disconnected at the back of the intake, the harness, engine mount, intercooler pipe, coolant hoses. Yeah, we are good to go. The worst part is schlepping that cherry picker out of the shed because it's been raining and the grass is wet, so I'm going to tear this thing up bringing it out. And it's heavy as hell too, but it is what it is. That's the lineup. As soon as that one engine comes out, it goes on that stand. I get that one ready. I got stuff on here. I got to use the intake, the harmonic, crank pulley, the engine mounts, the headers. Got to transfer over some of the stuff over to the other one. But before I get into that, what I have to do, and I will do, is I'm taking these fenders out one more time, and I'm going to paint these things again. And I'm also going to fix this rad support. If I can zoom in, I was impatient before and painted this thing while it looks like there was some oil on it or whatever the case may be. And you could see that. That's irritated the crap out of me. So I'm going to sand this all down to bare metal again and repaint that. I'm going to shoot the frame again. This is going to be one full engine bay cleanup that I'm going to do one last time. Okay, be back. Okay, before I get that engine stand, I got to get this garage cleaned up so I have some space. So I got to get this stuff in the trunk. But before I do that, I'm going to have to line the trunk up with blankets because this isn't something I want to get dirty at all. So this is going to take a hot minute, and then I'll be right back. All right, now all the hard parts are in there. Let's cover this crap up. And I'm going to put in the stuff that I don't want scratched. My intercooler pipe, my air intake pipe, I'm going to put up here with another blanket. So I keep this thing scuff free. Be back. And just like that, we're all done. See, there's not much that I have to actually take off of the engine because everything is pretty much like I said. It's like a quick disconnect. So now everything is off the floor. I can go and get the cherry picker out of the shed and haul this bugger out. Stick a fork in it, stick it on that engine stand over there and call it a day. Next time I put the camera on this thing, I'm going to take out the battery and the inner fenders and paint that. And then I'm going to take out the rad and the rad support, sand that all down to bare metal, and I'll paint that again. I'm probably going to do the firewall again, not sure. This is the time when you got to do these things because once the engine's in, that's it. I just want everything looking nice so when I do put the engine in, I don't have to look back at things and just... Regret's a terrible thing to have, especially when you have time to do it right. There's no timetable on this. I'll give this a couple weeks. I could have this motor out and that one in within the same day without blinking. But I'm not going to rush this one. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to clean up everything nice. And then when I finish that and I get the car running, I am moving on to stage 2, which is the dashboard and my radio, which is over here. So I'm going to be going to Racetronics and getting this thing all lined out. And that is going to be the end of it this year, for this car at least. I'm going to focus on Bart and going to get my 8-second time slip out of that thing. It's due time. So this will have the digital dash, the digital radio. I have the digital rear view mirror that has the forward facing and rear facing camera. Yeah, kind of modernized this car a bit. All right, let me go get the engine, the cherry picker, and get this thing out. All right, now that I got that out of the shed, in order for me to get this engine out, I have to jack this thing up, support the transmission, take the tire off, and lower this thing so I have enough clearance for the legs of this to go under this to pull the engine out. So I have to push this thing as far back on the lift as I already did, so I can come in at this end and not hit this beam or anything that's here. It's a process, but it is what it is. All right, back in a bit. All right, and there we have it. Wheels off. Tranny is supported. So now I can just put this cherry picker on the engine and pull it out, because this is the clearance I need underneath so I can squat this end down. Just like that. Boom. She's out. She is out. I'm gonna have to find a time one day to do this without making such a damn mess. I don't have that peacock valve on the bottom of my radiator, so I always have to take the bottom rad hose off, and it is just waterworks. So there you go. She's out. That's all I am doing today. Now I'm just gonna clean up, get my boys over here to come help me schlep this inside the house. Yep. That's it. Took me an hour and 25 minutes. Easy peasy chicken wheezy. All right, I'm gonna clean up this garage, put the tools away, organize all this crap, put the wheel back up on the car, get it off of the blocks, push this car back forward on the lift, and put it back up in the air. All right, I'll see you in a bit. And there you go. Car is packed up. Engines are on the ground. I got to start stripping this. I figure probably about 2.5 weeks, I'll fire this thing up. Just going to deal with the engine compartment right now, clean all that up, and then I'm going to start stripping this thing down. I'll strip this thing down today so I can get this inside and have all the parts ready to put on this one. But yeah, quick day. I was able to do what I had to do. And on that note, I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Spread the love.